Welcome back, people. Now, as you guys probably saw in the thumbnail or the title, guys, the world is hurting. Okay? The world is hurting, and a lot of us are holding on to that pain, and we're walking with it every single day. Okay? A lot of us are holding on to pain that we should have let go years ago. A lot of us are walking with things that are stopping us from blessing other people. All right, so, and this may be a variety of things. Maybe things that happened when we were younger. Maybe things that happened when we were adults. Maybe things that we're struggling with right now. So, it's not a coincidence that you're here today on this video. It's not a coincidence that you're watching me right now. Because it's also not a coincidence that I'm here right now in this moment speaking to you. Okay? So my purpose is to make God-fearing leaders in this world. That's my purpose. That's why I do what I do. That's why I wake up every day. I wake up for other people. I wake up for the future. That's the reason that I wake up, for the future. That's what I do things for. So a big part of what is going on today is we have people that are in pain. They're operating in that pain. They're suffering in that pain. They're going to work with that pain. Okay? They're interacting with their friends, family, co-workers in that pain. They're leading in that pain. Okay? Some people are, unfortunately, living daily with a pain that has to be handed over to someone else. And whether we believe it or not, we're not living to the fullest. We're not able to be the best versions of ourselves, the God-driven, the purpose version of ourselves because of those things. And like I said, it could have been something that was from youth, something present, something that just happened, something that's going to happen, right? Because we of course we're optimistic, but we have to be real. When you come in alignment with God, when you're giving your life to God, it doesn't get easier, right? It doesn't get easier. It gets easier to probably discern. It gets easier to recognize evil. It gets easier to understand where things are coming from. Those things get easier, but life surely doesn't get easier. And the example I have for that is every man in the Bible. Their lives didn't get easier. So it's pretty clear that if you're experiencing some type of pain right now, some type of fear, anxiety, guilt, any of that, it's probably because of something that's unresolved in your life. It's probably because those things are buried inside of you. And the thing is that the devil likes that. The devil likes that you bury that inside of yourself and you allow that to dig its roots inside of you and to grow and to have its own fruit, its own rotten fruit. Because we see rotten fruit all the time. It's not like it's impossible for fruit to be rotten. Sometimes fruit grows, fruit still grows, right? Trees still grow. Sometimes trees grow weak. Sometimes fruit grows bitter. Sometimes fruit grows poisoned with pesticide or it's infiltrated with termites or whatever it is. Sometimes these things, they still grow. Okay, so let's be clear. Just because we're growing, that doesn't mean that we're not growing rotten. That doesn't mean that we're not growing rotten. And the thing that comes to mind is the story of the talents, of the Lord and the talents in Matthew 25, I think 14 through 30. So the master, he gave his servants, each of them, he gave them a couple of talents. He gave one of them 5, the other 2, the other 1. Of course, the one with 5, he went and multiplied that 5. He came back to his master with 5 talents. Okay, so in total 10. The other one that was given 2 came back with 2 more. So in total 4. And the one that was given 1, he buried his talent in the ground because he said he wanted to save it. And when his master returned, he said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," to the other 2. The one who multiplied by 5 and the one who multiplied by 2. The one who buried his talent, put it in the ground, and didn't do anything with it, just stored it away. He was mad at him. Okay? And this master, the story in the Bible, this is how Jesus looks at us. Jesus gives us our talents. Okay? He gives us multiple things that we're good at. And what we're supposed to do is, we're supposed to use those talents and go and multiply in the world. Go and make fruit of those talents. Go and inspire other people with those talents. Go and make disciples with those talents. That's what we're supposed to do. Multiply. So if God gave you a couple of things that you're good at, you're supposed to use those things that you're good at to make other people like, okay, I can be good at that too. Okay, he just inspired me, she just inspired me to go and do something with my life because of one of those talents that Jesus gave you. But see, here's the thing about pain and what I said before about burying that pain inside of us. If you bury your talent, right, because of your pain, because of your trauma, because of your past, whatever it is that comes to mind, you bury it, you put it in the ground. Who is using that? Okay? Who is receiving fruit from that? What is growing from that? From you burying something, putting it away, and hiding it like it's something that you have to store. Who is being multiplied with that? Who is hearing that gift? Who is receiving that? Absolutely no one. No one is receiving that because you've buried it away. Okay? So with your pain, what your pain does, your pain serves as the things that we bury ourselves under. Your pain serves as something that's going to keep you in depression. Your pain serves as something that's going to keep you in anxiety. Your pain, your depression, your fears, they serve as those things that hold you down and they stop you from sharing your talents with everyone else. Those Jesus-granted talents that you've been given, that you've been blessed with. Right? Because everyone has their own talents. Everyone has things that they're good at. Right? I may be good at one thing that someone else may be a professional at. And that is their talent for them to go and use that to serve the glory of God. But if it's buried under pain, if it's buried under hurt, if it's buried under things that are unaddressed, how are they going to multiply? Is Jesus, because Jesus is not going to be proud when he comes back. Because at the same time, Jesus gives you the tools. Okay, Jesus doesn't say to just keep everything to yourself. In fact, he wants you to use your community around you, use the people that are around you, tell them what you're dealing with. So after this video, I challenge you, go and tell someone that you trust, someone that you can trust, all right? Of course, aside from God, tell God first, but also go and tell someone else, someone that you're close to, someone that you want to be close to, someone that you can trust, someone that you can, receive and give. Go and tell them something that you're afraid of. Go and tell them why you're afraid. Go and tell them what caused you to be afraid. Go and tell them what hurt you, why it hurt. Go deep into these things. Because the deeper you go, the higher you can use your talents. The deeper you go, the deeper you dig, the more that you can pull out. All right? Because we got to dig deep. We have to dig deep. We have to be real for ourselves. God doesn't want us under oppression. God wants us to shine. And the thing about darkness is that Darkness is only revealed by light. So guess what? When you tell someone what you're dealing with, you're shining a light on that. And you may just encourage them to shine a light on whatever they're dealing with as well. So there we go. That darkness can flee. The darkness can go away and go somewhere else. Somewhere where, fortunately, we don't want any darkness. But the truth is that there is darkness. And some people operate in darkness. But see, you're here because you don't operate in darkness. You have light inside of you. You have a light inside of you that wants to burst, that wants to grow, that wants to shine. You have things inside of you that are meant to bless other people. But every time you doubt yourself, every time you become fearful, every time you start thinking about that pain, those words that were said to you once, that thing that happened to you before, those things that are still happening, those things that are happening, when you start to simmer in these things, then guess what? You're opening a door in your life. A door for who? Who am I opening a door for? Satan. And that's just the truth. You're opening a door for Satan. Because you know what Satan loves? Satan loves misery. Why? Because he is misery. He is miserable every single second of his existence. Satan is miserable. And what he would love is some company. So by you saying, hey, I'm miserable with my talents, with everything that God gave me, with everything that I still have, with the air that I'm breathing, with what I'm still able to do, with the voice that I have, the eyes that I can use to see, the nose that I have to smell, the beautiful earth, the ears that I have to hear, the things that God has said to me, the mind that you have to think. When you take that for granted, here comes Satan. Oh yes, wallow in it. Wallow in your darkness. Sit there. Let it hold you back. Let it stop you from pursuing who you want to be. Let it stop you from becoming greater. Let it stop you from saving other people and bringing them to heaven. He would love that. He would absolutely love that. And that's what's going to disappoint Jesus. Is us sitting here befriending Satan. Whether we understand it or not, we're kind of befriending him because we're keeping him around. All right, come on, Satan. Let's be depressed together. Let's be miserable together, Satan. It's okay. You can sit there, remind me of my pain. I'll sit here and take it. I'll sit here and let it anger me. I'll sit here and let it frustrate me. I'll sit here and let it hold me back. I'll sit here and let it stop me from pursuing, from moving forward. I'll sit here and let it keep my feet still. Because what are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing the opposite of what God told us. We're not walking by faith. We're sitting here walking by sight. We're sitting here walking by the things that Satan is putting in front of our vision. Cloudiness, darkness, confusion, fuzziness, a blurred vision. See, if you're walking by faith, your eyes can be shut. And you can still see where you're going. Because God's light doesn't require you to see. His light requires you to trust. So I'll challenge you guys today. Today, for the rest of your life, trust in God. And only fear Him. Because the moment you start fearing everything else that God created, you start to live beneath what God created for you. Set your mind on heavenly things. And those heavenly things are going to surround you. In Jesus' name, people, be blessed, family. I love you guys.